it made me.
He's got shitty shoes on. It's rubbish.
It made me laugh. One last thing. Quite a bit through the film. Camilla's just like, Zendaya's going to break up with him.
Because she looks like she hated him.
Yeah,
and it never paid off.
Yeah,
she wants some of that Neddy action.
She looked like she hated him, and then and then everything was fine. But that just made me laugh. Oh, it annoyed Camilla. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Now we've lost Humphrey.
Carry on with your bloody awards, your bloody 2021 awards then. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm glad everyone else dressed appropriately.
Fucking hell. I was going to make a comment to you earlier. I was like, it's not like Rob to have an awards night and not dress up for it.
Well, Pat, like every good host, I had an outfit change.
I just put on my redneck shirt.
Oh, you fucking, what the fuck?
Just ignore me, that's fine.
No, get the tie on, lad. We need ties. There's one thing we're missing tonight is ties. This actually isn't a bow tie. I fashioned a bow tie out of a normal tie.
You are resourceful.
Oh, man.
I forgot how to tie a tie. Just in that moment.
Do a single slip knot school classic thing.
Oh, well, you can go fuck yourself.
Rob, how's the trousers looking?
Oh, I'll show you.
He's not wearing any trousers.
Yeah. He's not wearing any underwear.
I was really scared when Humphrey stood up then.
Tracksuit bottoms.
Love it.
This is what the work calls are like.
Very good.
I was thinking if I wore like shorts or something, I could get away with saying that I was on my way to the Met Gala, but I didn't.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a fashion show.
Oh.
It's just for us with bow ties, you see.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, fashioned or non? Cool. So John didn't show up.
Unfortunately not.
So, my third prediction, we were all right about that, weren't we?
Can you predict that I win $1 million? It won't be of much help to me because I'll have to put it through the exchange rate. But
right, I've lost my stuff, so I'll only be a minute, lads.
That's all right.
Okay.
What are you doing, Dan?
12 rounds. 12 rounds we've done.
Just 12.
And this is our only round. Well, this is only our second round where we've only had 6 people participate.
That's not
what
bad,
is the manual doing?
Oh no, sorry, it's our third round that we've only had 6 people participate, but still.
Almost felt like Emmanuel was doing the Godfather stance.
Ooh, up. Excuse me. It's a prestigious event. I'm burping and Humphrey's got his arse out.
Oh my gosh.
And here we go.
Seems like a lot of icons there.
There's a lot of icons. There's 7 of us.
Too many, some would say. Whoa!
What the fuck do I look like?
One too many, you mean?
Yeah, one too many.
What do I look like?
Enough of that.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get going, shall we? So, most underrated good brother. So this is the award for the most nomination points. So we split it out this year so that there was 2 awards for us. So you've got the award for most points overall, and then the award for the most tallied points that we've given to films at the end of rounds. So this is the one for the points that we give at the end of rounds. And it's the first time that we've had tied winners. And the winners are Ben and Alec.
Yes.
The gingers fucking rule.
You're not fucking ginger.
Shut up. Yes, I am.
In his heart, he is.
He's whatever he wants to be.
His soul is ginger. Oh no. Oh no, wait.
Oh.
Do we get a trophy? Do we get a new trophy?
This is something that we need to talk about actually, because there's an established trophy for best good brother, but there's nothing for this yet. So what do you guys want it to be?
Penis.
Not
Yeah, that
that.
seems all right.
Golden Donald.
You say a golden bumhole.
No, Golden Donald.
Just because no one overrates your film. Woo. Whoa.
But we can come back to that. Figure
Yeah,
out what
that's-
you want as a trophy, and we'll do it. Best good brother for the second year in a row,
I
It's
won
gonna
that.
be
making me Bobby Two Belts. And that means also that I get to induct a film into the Hall of Fame for the second
Ooh.
year in a row.
Oh
as well.
yeah, I forgot about that.
So the film that I've chosen, so that there was a lot of choice this year, and there was
Wait,
a
do we
lot-
get to do the same for most underrated?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know.
What about the worst
Shall
brother?
we? Let's think about that as well. And
We'll
then-
think about that. That's okay. Sorry, carry on. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's all right, man. So yeah, so there's a lot of competition this year because I think there's a lot of films that didn't get into the Hall of Fame that deserve to. But I think the one that I decided deserved to more than the others that didn't is another one of Pat's.
Antichrist. Oh,
Yeah.
It's going to be Jaws. For some reason.
That's
fair.
2 years in a row you've put
It's
the
2
films in the Hall of Fame.
I
I
would
was-
have really respected it if you did Antichrist. That'd have been really cool.
I was this close to giving it to the room. I got.
No.
If you had given it to Antichrist, I would have left just then.
We can't afford to lose any more members.
Yeah.
We're currently averaging one a year.
I am sorry. No, lovely.
Right,
Good
so
going, Jaws.
we're into the event awards now. So not quite the proper awards yet, but semi-proper awards.
Semi.
So the worst event film, I'm very, very happy to say that this won by a landslide, and it was Transformers Last Night, because fuck that film.
Thank you.
By far
Thank
the
you.
worst film that has been part of Film Club.
What a fucking shit
Uh,
film.
I don't know.
Yes, it was.
Dude, it's the only film that tried to imply that Harriet Tubman was on the same side as a slave owner, and that alone means it should be the worst film that we've ever
I
seen.
mean, yeah, that was a shitty thing to do. But I
What?
mean,
Yeah, I know, right? So
Die Hard 5 was by far a worse film.
there's a scene in this, Emmanuel, where so basically the idea of the film is that the robots are in a secret underground league of all of the world's most powerful people. So there's this hall of photographs, and you've got the robots posing with all the people that are part of this society, and George Washington's there, but so is Harriet Tubman. And I'm like, no, they were on very opposite sides.
What the
Harriet
crap?
Tubman was working against people like George Washington. That's-
Oh my goodness.
so, yeah.
Also, the climax of it is they get a bunch of bits of planet and they're just dragging them across the surface of the earth, and everyone's fine by the end. And it's man,
What?
how much damage are we gonna do here?
You know what's funny about this is I was watching through them and Rob was moaning about this Harriet Tubman thing. I'd never heard of this person before Rob was getting all bent out of shape about it.
That's even worse, isn't it? That you'd never heard of her, and your introduction to
man.
her was to think that she was on the same side as a slave owner.
Oh
And
man.
I'd seen this film in the cinema, and obviously, I've just thought that it's a fictional name until
It's very much not a fictional.
yeah. So when Rob was going into one, I was like, I better research this because he's getting quite animated about this.
I just thought, imagine if she came back to life and she'd seen her image next to someone like George Washington. I thought it was disgusting.
I just want to take this opportunity to say the Transformers
horrible.
movies are fucking dreadful. The only reason to fucking do this is if you've got up to date CGI, but they've somehow managed to design every single Transformer so that it looks like absolute fucking shit. None of the transformations look any good. They just look like a bunch of just CGI crap, just moving for no reason. It doesn't ever become anything. It's just watching gears turn. It's just fucking awful.
Yeah, there's
Can I just speak to the viewers for a minute? This is
Yeah, go on, all
the
three of
view-
them.
This is the views of Alec and Alec alone. Well, maybe not alone. We don't all share this view. So please don't go too hard on us.
Everyone agrees with me, and if you don't, you're stupid. No.
Alex, shut up. We're losing viewers.
Oh no! Now we're going to be down to both of them.
Man, if we're losing viewers because they're defending Transformers the last night, then they can go.
Yeah, go on. Watch some more of Shia LaBeouf's parents doing awkward shit for fucking ever. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Man,
Right.
I did not know
Next
that.
door.
Sorry, that was a. Anyway, carry on.
So moving on from that mess.
Can I just say, this is the second year in a row now where we've got, because like the last one was Predator. And John was like, what's wrong with Predator? And I was like, there's a bit in it where the guy goes up to his autistic son and goes, it's all right. I didn't come out the way I wanted to either. And John looked fucking disgusted. And we've now had the exact same thing with Emmanuel now. And that's,
To be fair, I think it was like he didn't know. Still, he thought we were talking about the original Predator, not the Predator.
yeah.
Mm.
Emmanuel, we
Just
watched
accept.
these, so you don't have to.
Do you know what I feel like is that,
Thank you.
do you remember that parish meeting with Jackie Weaver? You know, you have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority
Oh, yeah,
at
that.
all. So there's a bit in that where somebody goes, "Dear me," and that sums up Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh man.
Right. So another one that won by a landslide was Franchise Standout. So Franchise Standout went to The Empire Strikes Back, and I'm wearing a cufflink to commemorate it. Can you see that? Oh,
Rob works for the Empire.
Can't see you at all.
you see that?
Yeah.
It's a Millennium Falcon.
Oh, I thought it was a porg. I was like, no, don't do that.
You can't reach warp
I
speed
don't
in a
want to
porg.
look at myself. There we go.
Marvelous. Excellent film, Empire Strikes
Worst
Back.
film. So worst film was surprisingly controversial.
Oh.
So
no.
there was how many? Right, let me just get my notes up. So there were 6 films nominated for worst film, and every one of them got at least one first preference vote. So this went 4 rounds, and the eventual winner of worst film. And to be honest with you, I'm going to say now, I was quite disappointed with the film that won this because there was at least 2 more films that were far more deserving.
Do you want to list what we had? I feel like you should list what we had.
So what we had was The Room, which personally I don't think should have been in it. We had
Objective
Jewel.
Masterpiece. I'm sorry.
We had Jewel, which definitely shouldn't have been in this category.
An actual objective masterpiece. Fuck off.
We had The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. We had
What?
Antichrist.
What do you mean? What?
I know it was there.
It's a piece of shit.
We had Antichrist, and no prizes for guessing who nominated that.
Humphrey.
No, it wasn't.
No,
We had The Greatest Showman, and we had About Time. But
About Time I didn't get. Sorry.
About Time, well, in
There's
my
something
mind,
about time deserved to be in there.
No, About Time definitely deserved to win this, but unfortunately it didn't because it
Really?
went to The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I don't know. I think the
I
Greatest
demand a
Showman-
recount.
No, I'm pleased with that.
Yeah, no,
that fucking thing was shit.
The Greatest Showman, though.
This went a few rounds, and the final was between Shark Boy and Lava Girl and The Greatest Showman. And I was really rooting for The Greatest Showman, but it went to Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah,
It was really shit, Pam.
as,
Sorry.
as bad as Antichrist is, Willem Dafoe's in it.
Antichrist was the worst film of the year.
Yeah,
No,
but
it
Shark Boy
just
doesn't
had-
have Willem Dafoe in it.
Antichrist just had
It did have
genitals. It's
Jennifer
fine.
Lawrence in it. It was still shit.
Sounded like you said genital, Lawrence.
You got genitals on the brain.
Oh, Emmanuel's going to pick
Well, I'm gonna be oblivious to the result. In my mind, it's still gonna be Antichrist.
that.
That's all right, man. In my mind, it's still About Time.
And in my mind, it's still the Greatest Showman. So
See
I
what
guess
I
we
mean?
all win.
A very controversial award.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I
Oh.
don't know. I feel a bit bad for Shark Boy and Lava Girl because, like, in its defense, it was picked for bad movie round. So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really want. I don't know. I didn't want a bad movie round film winning it, but it did.
Who nominated it?
Emmanuel.
You nominated your own film.
Oh, sorry for this. I thought you
No.
meant picked it. Sorry.
Oh no, I picked The Room.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
what?
Room was my second choice, I think.
Oh, The Room was no, The Room was my
I-
sixth choice. Jewel was my last choice.
I think
Yeah.
Sharp Boy Love Girl was my top choice, and my second one was Greatest Showman.
If
Yeah,
it
that
was the
was
other
my
way
order.
round, then it would have gone to The Greatest Showman.
No, I don't care. This is still the biggest pile of shit.
What's funny though is like we're now 2 years into film club, and this is the one Robert Rodriguez film we've
Oh,
had. Oh, man.
Oh, actually, I did have a bit of trivia about the Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, which may freak you out.
Yeah.
It was more expensive to make than Insomnia, Training Day, Galaxy Quest, Dread, Klaus, Sunshine, The Wicker
What?
Man, Howard the Duck, Seven, Bad Times at the El Royale, Apocalypse Now, Hero, Blade Runner, The Cabin in the Woods, The Fall, The Blues Brothers, Goodfellas, Falling Down, The Fisher King, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Pan's Labyrinth, Birdman, Pride, Austin Powers, Leon the Professional, The Princess Bride, Black Klansman, In Bruges, The Big Lebowski, RoboCop, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Exorcist, About Time, The Lighthouse, Gremlins, Snatch, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Jaws, Train to Busan, Pulp Fiction, The Room, Mother, Moon, A Tale of Two Sisters, Antichrist, Midnight Cowboy, Memories of Murder, The Omen, Trog, The Fundamentals of Caring, A Clockwork Orange, Reanimator, Blind Spotting, Seven Samurai, The Day the Earth Stood Still, Duel, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, The Evil Dead, 12 Angry Men, and I don't know about Love Exposure.
So what we've learned from that is that somebody needs to look into whether Robert Rodriguez has been laundering money or not. Allegedly.
$50
so I
million
don't get sued.
that was made for. 50 million.
That's crazy.
That makes no sense. I mean,
It's been about another, I can do it.
sorry, it does make sense, but at the same time,
No, it doesn't.
no, that much CGI at the time, especially since he had to outsource it, he probably outsourced it to some expensive company as well. And he did CGI for the whole film instead of doing like a mix of old animation and stuff and just a little CGI. Plus, he did it very badly.
Hmm.
I'm not surprised. It does sound like he was laundering money.
I think
It
because
looks like
it's
a
Allegedly.
film that was made for the Sci-Fi Channel.
Allegedly.
Literally.
well, like Toy Story came out 10 years before and it still looks better. So
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, 'cause I watched Toy Story a couple of weeks ago, and I was just sat there and I was like, I can't believe that this was made on like Windows 95, and then you got like Shark Boy and Lava Girl that looks like that, and it's
Yeah.
It almost looks worse than
Oh, man.
Shang-Chi.
oh,
What?
Ooh.
Nah, don't cuss Shang-Chi.
Oh,
or allocate Shang-Chi more than fucking Great Showman.
yeah.
Nah, that is unwarranted, but let's not get into that now.
Yeah,
But
it'll
yes,
be
I
all
agree
that.
with you, Rob. It's like, how can you make a film this many years later with this much more money
It's
and it
twice the
looks
shit.
that much? Yes, that so much worse. Like so
Just
bad.
think about all those films I listed that were made for less. Like, they're significantly less as well. Like, the next one under it is it's Insomnia, and it's like $4 million cheaper.
the thing is, like, this is a problem for like new filmmakers as well, because like, can you imagine watching Shark Boy and Lava Girl and thinking, well, you know what, like if somebody's made this, then I can probably make what I want to make, and then looking at that budget and thinking, no, it probably is unachievable actually.
Yeah.
Depends who you are, though, innit?
Does it?
The one who made The Room might think differently.
Even
No,
that
he
was quite
made his-
expensive to be fair.
Yeah, he made his film for $6 million, which is nearly. I can't do maths. Please don't embarrass me like this.
It's what,
What's-
like 1%?
It's like 10%.
10%.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah,
10%.
even less.
10% of what? Yeah, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. got
Wasn't
made.
that his own money that he put into the room as well?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the weirder things about it, is like he just had all this money that he poured into this film that nobody knew how he got.
Yeah.
No one else would make it. That's the thing.
I mean, like, he may as well have just got a stack of money and lit it on fire, because that's about as good as that film was.
Oh man, I'm glad he didn't.
It's because he
I think he
doesn't want to
probably
watch.
should have.
Oh no, that's rude. It's because he didn't want to watch the world burn. He just wanted to
Send
give
a
them
message.
a good time.
Yeah.
The good thing about it, I suppose, is he paid people to be in it, so he did give to charity in a way.
Well, yeah, he gave people jobs.
It's a shame the rest of us had to watch the charity.
Watch the charity. That's the title that I'm noting down for future use.
Imagine if you acted in a film. And so it's just like, yeah, just as a warning, this is horrendous, but it's for a good cause. Okay.
I do just want to specify the Dread movie that it's more expensive than is the good one.
Oh,
Not the one, not the one John picked. Actually. No, the one that John picked was actually more expensive than The Greatest Showman.
Wow.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a measuring stick, but because
to be fair, The Greatest Showman was why I made the budgets page.
Yeah.
So, because that's only less expensive than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 films that we've picked.
The Greatest Showman's our 8th expensive film. That's crazy.
84 million.
Oh dear.
Mental.
And it shows.
The only one next to it is The Fifth Element.
which leads us nicely into best special effects, actually.
Yeah.
Because Fifth Element was one of the nominated films for that.
Ooh, but did it win anything? Let's see.
No, it didn't.
Who did we have in the special effects noms?
So for best special effects, we had The Exorcist, Blade Runner, which is a recurring theme. Blade Runner was nominated a lot, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Dan?
Seriously.
It was nominated a lot.
Fifth Element and Train to Busan was our only 4 nominations for this, and this was one of the only. I think there was only 2 categories that were settled on first preference votes, and this was one of them, and it went to Tom Savini for The Exorcist.
Very well deserved. Fuck Blade Runner. Also, yeah, absolutely deserves it. When we were watching The Exorcist, because Eb did her degree in makeup and special effects, and she was like, we still use this stuff, like we still get educated on the stuff they use today, or like, you know, in that movie today. So like,
That's awesome.
That absolutely deserves that.
Yeah, I was really happy with this winning, because that also means that now, sorry, let me just get the sheet up so that I can check what I'm saying. But sorry, 1 second. So that means now that last year, best special effects went to The Fly. This year it's gone to The Exorcist. So now that's 2 for 2 for practical effects, which I think is really cool.
Yeah,
that is sweet. Absolutely well deserved.
Yeah.
Especially when you compare it to The Greatest Showman, which can't animate a dwarf.
Well, the bloody elephants, don't forget that.
all the bloody elephants.
There was venom behind that then.
They ruined The Greatest Showman.
Could even animate an elephant.
Well deserved Exorcist.
Yeah, I was happy with that one. I was very happy with that one.
It made Pat laugh.
Yeah.
And it made Pat laugh when she put the crucifix in her vag. So
It did. It very much did.
That's like.
I meant it to be an embarrassing thing, but you just lent into it, and there we go.
Right, so the Stephen Sondheim Award for Best Music. So
you know what? I didn't actually realise how good the Bradley Whitford casting for this was.
Yeah.
He's spot on, really.
Yeah.
He looked that's pretty close.
Yeah, I have to apologise because I said I was going to make some videos, but I just didn't.
Because the scores came in too late.
Yeah.
Well, I still could have done it, to be honest. It's on me, but yeah, I didn't
No.
I made a Richard Donner one, and then I watched it back, and I was like, I don't like this, and then I just didn't make any more. Yeah. So the Stephen Sondheim Award for Best Music. So this was quite an interesting one. So we had Sunshine, Inception, Blues Brothers, Tick Tick Boom, and Soul nominated.
I don't remember any music from Sunshine.
Well, so
it's very atmospheric.
So actually, Sunshine was the first film to be eliminated from this one because in the first round of voting, it was the only one that didn't get any first preference votes. And then Inception only got one, where Tick Tick Boom, Blues Brothers, and Soul all got 2 each. So Inception was eliminated. And then down to just Soul, Tick Tick Boom, and Blues Brothers. Soul had 3 first preference votes. Tick Tick Boom and Blues Brothers had 2 each. So there was a tiebreaker for who was eliminated between Tick Tick Boom and Blues Brothers. So we went to second preference votes. Blues Brothers got eliminated because it had 0, where Tick Tick Boom had 2. So then it went down to Tick Tick Boom and Soul. And the winner was John Batiste, Trent Reznor, and Atticus Ross for Soul.
Super well deserved that. That's a
Yeah.
nice score.
I was really happy with that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
You don't often get like 3 composers combining their skills so well.
I think you say composing.
Composers.
Yeah. No, I really like it because it's like you said, Ben. I think I mean, obviously Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross have like worked on loads of things together, but the way that they did this was super cool, I think, because you had like Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross doing like the Soul World stuff, and then John Batiste doing like the normal world stuff. And just as a concept, I think that's really cool. So I was really glad that this one.
Yeah, definitely.
So best sound. So this went on for a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So the nominations.
Oh yeah, I'm intrigued about this one.
So the nominations that we had for best sound were Blade Runner, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Birdman, Snatch, Soul, and Dread.
Who picked Snatch?
John.
You like the grittiness.
So in the first round, Dread was eliminated because it was the only one that didn't have any first preference votes.
As the guy who picked it, that's absolutely fair.
So for the second round, so there was Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Birdman, Soul, and Snatch were all tied on 1 first preference each. So there was a tiebreaker, and Snatch was eliminated because it didn't have any second preference votes. So then in the third round, Blade Runner and Soul were both tied on 2 first choices each, and then Jaws, Birdman, and Close Encounters were tied on 1 each. So there was a tiebreaker for the next elimination between Jaws, Birdman, and Close Encounters. Jaws had 3 highest preferences, whereas Close Encounters and Birdman had 1 each. So Close Encounters and Birdman both got eliminated and Jaws stayed. And then we went to round 5 between Soul, Blade Runner, and Jaws. Soul had 3 first preferences. Blade Runner and Jaws had 2 each. So there was a tiebreaker between Blade Runner and Jaws. Jaws won that tiebreaker 3-1. So it went to Jaws and Soul. And Jaws came from behind and won.
Way.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And how did they teach those sharks to play the cello?
Yeah, I was really happy with Jaws winning this one because I nominated it because I was thinking like which film could you like close your eyes and know it was that film without watching it? And the one that was strongest in that, I think, was Jaws. So I was quite happy for that to win.
Absolutely. Can I just say, just from these 3 or 4 awards that we've just done for like picks, where it's all gone to like 7th, 8th, 9th preference, despite there only being 6 of us. Can we just appreciate how much fucking work Rob's put into this to like work this out? Because I don't think we. My mind is soup. I don't know how to.
You need an equation trying to figure it out. It's like that meme of that woman with the algebra on her face. That's what Rob was doing to make this spreadsheet. And
he's Charlie Day in that meme. He's got all the. Like, yeah. So
You know what? I was doing it last night, and I got
I'm
about.
clapping until everyone else claps. Fuck everybody. There we go. Thank you.
Look at Pat. Typical Pat.
I need to clap Rob for fuck's sake.
It's because Alec is being overly aggressive.
I'm being positive. You like that?
Yeah, no, I was working it out last night, and I got about halfway through it, and I thought, given that I've done this on Google Forms, there's probably a way to automate this. And then I sort of had that thought for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, I've gone too far, and then I just
Yeah.
carried on.
Don't outsource it to the machines.
Right, best cinematography. So this was another interesting one, actually. So we had Blade Runner, Bad Times at the El Quarter Pounder, Apocalypse Now, Inception, Pulp Fiction, and Seven. So I was really surprised by this because Pulp Fiction and Seven were eliminated first because neither of them had any first preference votes. I really thought Seven was going to do well in this, but it didn't get any. And then there was a
crime.
Then there was a tiebreaker for who was eliminated next because Apocalypse Now and Inception both had one first preference each. And in that tiebreaker, Inception won because it had 2 second preferences and Apocalypse Now had 1. So then it was between Blade Runner, Bad Times at the El Royale, and Inception. And just from Apocalypse Now being eliminated, Blade Runner got 4 votes and therefore won Best Cinematography, which also makes that Humphrey's first award of Film Club.
To be fair, it's well deserved. That's the best part of Blade Runner.
No, fuck Blade Runner.
I'll be honest, I was rooting for Apocalypse Now, but it wasn't to be.
To be honest,
Or
it was
Inception.
it was a really tough choice between the two.
And it shouldn't have been Blade Runner that you chose, but hey, here we are.
Could have been Inception, to be fair, but you know.
That was a strong
I'm happy
category.
with
To be fair.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, no, I have to say that was a really strong category. So best production, the big one for this little area of awards. So this was between Blade Runner, The Matrix,
Fuck's sake.
Apocalypse Now, Klaus, The Exorcist,
Klaus!
and Soul. So in the first round, The Exorcist and Soul were both eliminated without any first preferences each. And then there was a tiebreaker between Apocalypse Now and Klaus because they were both on one first
What's
preference.
with the accent?
I don't know, just. But yeah, there was a tiebreaker between those two because they had one first preference each. Apocalypse Now had 2 and Klaus had 1. So that was eliminated and Apocalypse Now stayed. And then in the next round of voting, it's between Blade Runner, The Matrix, and Apocalypse Now. And so once the votes that were discounted went to their next highest preference, it became 2 in a row for Blade Runner.
Humphrey, I fucking hate you.
Robert. I think that's what deserved as well.
I don't get why everyone has such a fucking erection for this fucking film. I hate it so much.
I was really torn on this one, I have to say, because I was like, I went with my gut and I voted for Apocalypse Now as my first preference, but there was something in the back of my mind going, I don't know if I want to vote for best production for something that has like an actual killing of a cow.
Oh, I mean, I feel like, you know, these people slaved away in the jungle for, you know, many months. And, you know, I think that's worth something. But apparently no one agrees with me. That's fine.
That was what swayed it for me, to be honest, because I was thinking like, because the choice really was against like loads of different things that had like amazing sets and amazing like special effects and whatever. But the fact that they actually went and shot Apocalypse Now on location, that was the thing that swayed it in that sort of direction for me. But yeah. Oh, Ben's gone.
Well, you know, I agree.
See what happens when you win 2 awards, Dan.
Oh,
It took a year and a half, but you finally won one.
2.
Yeah, 2.
That wasn't 2. We started in June. Is Emmanuel still alive?
Yep, it just moved his camera.
Yes.
Are you okay, man?
I'm trying to set up.
You didn't sound happy about being alive.
What's the matter, Emmanuel? What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm just tired.
You sounded like something was the matter.
I'm just tired.
Ah, bless you.
It's been a long day, and I went through an hour and 45 minutes of being stabbed hundreds of times with a needle. So,
Oh,
that was a very different experience to mine of insomnia.
I thought you were talking about insomnia, and I was like, no, it was quite good actually.
Right.
yeah, no.
Most enjoyable performance.
Right, so we're into the acting categories now. So this was quite a good one. So you had Ma Dong-seok or Don Lee, depending on whether he's credited in America or Korea, for Train to Busan. Robin Williams for The Fisher King, Peter Weller for RoboCop, Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Samuel L. Jackson for Pulp Fiction, and Ben Burt for Wall-E. Now, I have to be honest, the only reason that not the only reason, but one of the reasons that I nominated Ben Burt for Wall-E was because I was like, I don't want us to discount voice actors for these.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the problem was he didn't get any first preference votes, so he's the first eliminated.
Aww.
At least he was included.
I really enjoyed him.
Was the honourable mention?
Pat didn't because his soul is dead.
Who did he play?
Wally.
Oh,
Oh,
that was a good film.
yeah, it was.
Well,
Yeah.
I still
It's
enjoyed.
all right.
I'm trying to think. Who did I pick?
I think you picked Ma Dong-seok.
Yeah, from Train to Busan. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were quite a few things I wanted to. I think I did that one, and I did one for special effects. I think because of what they did with the zombies. And stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, so in this, after Ben Burt was eliminated, we had a tiebreaker because Peter Weller, Andrew Garfield, and Samuel L. Jackson all got one first preference each. On the tiebreaker of second choice votes, so Andrew Garfield got one, Samuel L. Jackson got one, and Peter Weller got 0. So Peter Weller was eliminated.
Yeah, fuck off, Peter Weller.
In the next round, after votes were redistributed, Ma Dong-seok had 3, Robin Williams had 2, Andrew Garfield and Samuel L. Jackson had 1 each, so none of them had reached 50% yet. So Andrew Garfield and Samuel L. Jackson, as they were both tied on 1 at the bottom, they were both eliminated. And then once their votes were redistributed, Ma Dong-seok reached 50% and got 4 votes and won most enjoyable performance.
Nice.
Yeah,
He was indeed.
He is brilliant in that film. I love him.
Yeah.
He's so effortlessly charismatic.
So for Best Supporting Actor, I've got a problem because I nominated someone whose name I don't know how to pronounce.
Oh.
So it's from A Tale of Two Sisters. I think it's Moon Gwen Young.
I'd have to read it. I can't remember it.
Emmanuel, you're the resident weeb. You gotta fucking do this.
Well, in the bad news, there's some good news in that I won't have to say it again because she was eliminated in the first round with 0 first preferences.
Oh.
But the other nominations were Rutger Hauer for Blade Runner, Linda Blair for The Exorcist, Ma Dong-seok again for Train to Busan, Won Bin for Mother, and Amanda Plummer for The Fisher King. So Amanda Plummer was also eliminated in the first round with no
Fuck's sake.
first preferences. And then Won Bin was eliminated with only 1 and everyone else had 2. So once Won Bin was eliminated and her vote was redistributed, Ma Dong-seok had 3, Linda Blair and Rutger Hauer had 2 each. So there was a tiebreaker between Linda and Rutger Hauer, and Rutger Hauer got eliminated. And then once his votes were redistributed, the winner of Best Supporting Actor, 2 in a row for Ma Dong-seok.
Wow. Impressive.
Nice.
So that makes him the first actor to win twice.
You missed the chance to give a woman an award.
Yeah, that is a problem.
You
actually.
fucking misogynists.
That's now 2 years in a row that we haven't given any women awards. But at least someone nominated this time.
For her. I'm not sexist. You are.
I really thought Linda Blair was going to win it. It looked like she was going to win it just by eyeballing it, but Ma Dong-seok just pipped her. The big one, Best Actor, the Sidney Poitier Award for Best Actor. So this is another interesting one because we had a bit of a rule breaker on this one because one of the nominations was All 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, and you know what? I fucking stand by it.
So we had All 12 Angry Men, Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Robin Williams for The Fisher King, Martin Sheen for Apocalypse Now, Morgan Freeman for Seven, and Michael Keaton for Birdman.
Can I just say, if anyone's seen the remake of 12 Angry Men, you'll know that the acting is fucking intrinsic to how much you enjoy that film. Because we watched the same film with the same script with different actors, and it was fucking awful. You'll understand how valuable it is.
So in the first round of voting for the Sidney Poitier Award for Best Actor, Michael Keaton was eliminated with 0 first preference votes. And then there was a tiebreaker because Robin Williams, All 12 Angry Men, Martin Sheen and Morgan Freeman all had 1 first preference vote each. And in the tiebreaker, All 12 Angry Men were eliminated, which possibly makes that our biggest elimination.
As long as it doesn't go to a fucking dog this time.
There's no dogs nominated this time.
That's fucking great.
So once All 12 Angry Men's second preference votes were counted, Andrew Garfield, Robin Williams and Morgan Freeman were both tied on 1. Andrew Garfield had 3 and Martin Sheen had 2, but nobody had reached 50% of the vote yet. Robin Williams and Morgan Freeman were both eliminated because they were tied on the lowest amount of votes. So it came down to Andrew Garfield and Martin Sheen. And the winner of this one actually was the first out of any of these categories to reach 5 votes. So every other winner won 4-3. This was the first one to win 5-2.
It was Mushroom the
Andrew
Dog.
Garfield.
Oh, good.
Can I just say something? This is actually a pretty big landmark because our best actor for our film club is the same actor that won a Golden Globe just last week.
That's true. Yeah.
That's the point actually.
It's
Yeah.
quite apt.
We've
So
given
wait,
best
hang on.
actor
So
to-
our 2
it's
best
really
actors are Mushroom the Dog and Andrew Garfield.
No, Mushroom the Dog got to the final of most enjoyable performance last year,
Fucking
and then
great.
Bruce Campbell won it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Mushroom the Dog knocked out Ralph Fiennes last year.
Yeah.
Did he really?
This whole film club's a sham.
Or Ralph.
But for him again.
Got knocked out by a dog.
He's better than you.
You're an inanimate fucking object.
Yes, you are.
Do you know what would be cool actually? Because Andrew Garfield's already won the Golden Globe for best actor. If he
Stop.
wins, if he wins the Oscar for best actor, we would have given him the best actor from Film Club before he wins that, which would be pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I hate that this film club's a democracy.
All right, Adolf.
And another.
All right, Adolf. Yeah.
Oh man.
My bad.
Right, so another one of the big ones, best screenplay. So this was a pain to work out.
This better not be fucking Blade Runner.
So for this one, we had 12 Angry Men, Tick Tick Boom, The Exorcist, Seven, Soul, and Birdman. And Birdman was the first to go again without any first
For
preference
fuck's
votes.
sake!
Another word, man.
And then we had to have a 3-way tiebreaker because The Exorcist, Seven, and Soul all got 1 vote each. And on the tiebreaker, Seven got 2 votes. The Exorcist and Soul got 1 each. So The Exorcist and Soul were both eliminated.
No.
Once their votes were redistributed between 12 Angry Men, Seven, and Tick Tick Boom, there still wasn't an outright winner. And Seven and Tick Tick Boom were tied. So in the tiebreaker between Seven and Tick Tick Boom, Seven won, so Tick Tick Boom was eliminated. And then it came down to 12 Angry Men and Seven. And this is where it got really interesting, right? So 12 Angry Men had 3 of the highest available votes. Seven had 3 of the highest available votes. And there was no way to
Look
separate.
at Ben right now. He's so happy.
It's good.
There was no way to separate the two. So they all got they both got the same amount of first preferences. They got the same amount of second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. They were tied in every single way. So the only way to break them up was to go to the scores on the spreadsheet. And so obviously after the scores on the spreadsheet were taken into account, the award went to 12 Angry Men.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking absolutely well deserved.
But even that was very close because 12 Angry Men got 9.4 and 7 got 9.2.
Oh man.
So yeah, that was a really good one. But I'm glad 12 Angry Men got that one.
Yeah,
I'm
12
glad-
angry votes.
I'm glad 12 Angry Men got something.
Yeah,
And it should be for that.
yeah, I agree.
Well, it should also get acting and story and film and a lot of things, really.
So the Richard Donner Award for Best Actor. So this is not Best Actor, Best Director. Sorry. So I got a little bit sad with this one because when I was looking at the nominations and working it out, I realised that we didn't nominate Richard Donner for his own award.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We didn't nominate Omen.
Even Sean Connery got nominated for his own award.
That's because of me.
He lost in the first round, but fuck it.
I was kind of thinking, like, if this happens again, where we like name an award in tribute to anyone that's been involved in a film that we've had that year, they should probably just get like an automatic nomination.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so this was another interesting one actually. It didn't go quite as far as the last one, but we had a lot of nominations for this. We had 7 nominations. So we had Steven Spielberg for Close Encounters of the Third Kind, David Fincher for 7, Ridley Scott for Blade Runner, Francis Ford Coppola for Apocalypse Now, Christopher Nolan for Inception, Guy Ritchie for Snatch, and Spike Lee for Black Klansman. In the first round of voting, Spike Lee was eliminated without any first preferences. And then there was a tiebreaker because David Fincher, Ridley Scott, Francis Ford Coppola, Christopher Nolan, and Guy Ritchie all had 1 vote each, and Steven Spielberg was the only one with 2. So in the tiebreaker, Guy Ritchie and Christopher Nolan were eliminated. And then once their votes were redistributed, Ridley Scott and Steven Spielberg were fine, but Francis Ford Coppola and David Fincher both got eliminated. So then it came down to Ridley Scott and Steven Spielberg. And bearing in mind, right, so Steven Spielberg started with the most votes. He had 2 in the first round. The winner won 5-2, and the winner was the world's grumpiest man. It was Ridley Scott for Blade Runner.
Oh. Fuck, he really looks like me there.
He does.
He finally beat Spielberg at something.
Wow.
Also, fucking Blade Runner, cunt.
That's like 3 awards for it now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I'm not happy about it.
I did notice there was like a little vote impact between Humphrey and Emmanuel for Blade Runner.
What?
But it's basically like everything that Blade Runner was nominated for, both of you guys were like, yep.
Poor old Alec. Anytime his stuff was nominated, out first round of voting.
All of my picks decide. Yeah. I just lost it all to this fucking shitty film.
I mean, I did vote for Klaus, but
I appreciate it.
Did it win?
No, it didn't win because Blade Runner's the fucking best film ever, innit? Fucking hell.
I mean, I do like it. That's why I picked Blade Runner 2049 as well for like best event.
Yeah.
I don't think I gave it first choice on anything.
No, I don't think you did actually.
Yeah, I guess you're all absolving guilt now.
To be honest, the 3 that Blade Runner have won, like, I don't think for any of them it got a lot of first preferences, but it got a lot of second and third. So as soon as films were being eliminated, it just got loads and loads of votes.
Fuck you, Blade Runner. Well, fuck you, Ridley Scott, for looking like me.
Oh,
And none of those were from Alec.
Weird that.
to be fair to Ridley Scott, he had the look first.
No, fuck him. He's not got in now, is he?
Because he's
Fucking
old.
prick.
That's what you'll look like when you're old.
Nah,
Grumpy and grey.
no, I look like a skeleton because I'm not getting old.
Yeah, just be grumpy.
Yeah, grumpy skeleton.
Right, so now we're into
Sorry, I
the
put that on a
really
bit
big
of a dour
ones.
note, didn't I? Sorry.
We're into the really big ones now because all of these are just for, well, they're all kind of like variations of best film, really, aren't they? So for best adaptation, we had V for Vendetta, 12 Angry Men, Jaws, The Martian, and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. In the
Better be
first round of
fucking Martian, I'll kill everybody.
in the first round of voting, 12 Angry Men, Jaws, The Martian, and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo were all tied. So they went to a tiebreaker. In the tiebreaker, 12 Angry Men and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo were both eliminated. Once they were eliminated, we were down to V for Vendetta, Jaws, and The Martian. There was still no winner declared. So Jaws and The Martian went to a tiebreaker. Jaws and The Martian were both tied again, and there was no way to separate them. So that had to go down to the spreadsheet scores again. The Martian had 8.9 and Jaws had 8.8. So Jaws was eliminated. And then after Jaws was eliminated and all of the votes were redistributed, The Martian had 3 votes and V for Vendetta had 4.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Fuck you, Ben.
I
also love you, but fuck you.
I was rooting for The Martian, I must admit, because I was like it's not a reflection on V for Vendetta as a film, but I don't think it's the best adaptation.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so change your vote, somebody.
Too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be
Damn it.
fair, it would only take one person to change their vote, and The Martian would have won that.
Somebody do it.
Too late.
I'll show you a titty. Go.
Nah.
Ah.
Worth it.
That's conclusive. So for best original idea, so this was an easy one. This one in the first round of voting. So we only had 4 nominations for this. So we had Train to Busan, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Birdman, and Seven. And in the first round of voting, Train to Busan got over 50% of the vote and was declared winner,
Nice. Excellent.
which makes it the 3rd award for Train to Busan.
Train to the awards.
Train to Busan again. At least it's not fucking Blade Runner.
Train to Blade Runner.
So
No.
for the special recognition, so this is another one it surprised me a little bit. So we had Train to Busan, Soul, Hero, Leon the Professional, Galaxy Quest, and Seven. So what's really surprised me was that Seven was the first out for this. So that didn't get any first preference votes.
Holy fuck.
And then there was a tiebreaker between Galaxy Quest, Leon the Professional, Hero, and Soul. And then in the tiebreaker, Galaxy Quest and Leon the Professional were both eliminated. And then once they were eliminated, it was down to Train to Busan, Hero, and Soul in the final. And Train to Busan got another one.
Nice.
See what's going on here. Rob and Humphrey are dominating the awards this year.
What I'll say, a little kind of interesting fact about this. So Train to Busan so far has won 4 awards, and I didn't vote for him in any of them.
Yes.
Best story. So we're in the big guns now. We're down to the big 2. So for best story, we had The Fisher King, Soul, V for Vendetta, The Martian, Black Klansman, and Apocalypse Now. In the first round of voting, Soul, V for Vendetta, The Martian, Black Klansman, and Apocalypse Now were all tied. So they went to a tiebreaker. From the tiebreaker, The Martian was eliminated. And then we were down to The Fisher King, Apocalypse Now, Soul, V for Vendetta, and Black Klansman.
Train to Busan.
Soul, V for Vendetta, and Black Klansman were all tied. So that went to a tiebreaker. And then from that tiebreaker, V for Vendetta and Black Klansman were eliminated. So then, oh no, sorry. So V for Vendetta and Black Klansman couldn't be separated, sorry. So then from the tiebreaker, there was another tiebreaker. And in the second tiebreaker, we were down to Black Klansman and V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta was eliminated. which meant that we were down to The Fisher King, Apocalypse Now, Soul, and Black Klansman. From those 4, Black Klansman was eliminated. So then we were down to just Soul, The Fisher King, and Apocalypse Now. The Fisher King and Apocalypse Now were tied. So that went to another tiebreaker, which Apocalypse Now lost and was eliminated. So then in round 9, a winner was finally declared between Soul and Fisher King, and it was Soul.
So
Lovely. Well, you've just killed Emmanuel, I think. So, oh no, he's alive. That's good. Well done, Soul, again. You bastard.
And finally, the big one. So for best film, we had Soul, Jaws, Pulp Fiction, 12 Angry Men, Alex's favourite film, Blade Runner, and Black Klansman. Black Klansman was the first out. That didn't receive any first preferences. And
Can I just say, if Blade Runner wins this, I'm going to kill everybody. And then I'm going to leave Film Club, even though it's probably a bit redundant, because I've killed everybody first.
So Jaws, Pulp Fiction, 12 Angry Men, and Blade Runner are all tied. So from that tiebreaker, Blade Runner was eliminated.
Yes!
Oh, we survived.
Glad everybody survives, because that would have been a lot of exercise, and I'm not really into that.
And then in the final round, so a winner was declared in this round for Best Film of the Good Brothers Film Club Awards 2021. And it was between Soul, Jaws, Pulp Fiction, and 12 Angry Men. And the winner of the big award went to Soul.
Fucking Blade Runner.
So the totals for this year's awards. So Train to Busan got 4, Soul got 3, Blade Runner got 3, V for Vendetta got 1, 12 Angry Men got 1, Tick Tick Boom got 1, Jaws got 1, The Exorcist got 1, and then The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl got the 2.
Whee!
Suppose at least I got 1. I'm happy enough.
Well,
You
I
one in the
got
Hall of
most
Fame.
underrated brother, but
Yeah.
tied.
That's quite funny, really, that
Most
most underrated Good Brother was shared.
underrated.
So underrated that you didn't win that award.
No, that's cool. You two, you and Humphrey, you kind of cleaned up there.
Oh, wait. I forgot something.
Oh fuck! Did Blade Runner win another one?
No. What happened was that, so me announcing these awards now is the first time that Ben has heard any of these winners, right?
Yeah.
And even without knowing any of these winners, he predicted them.
Oh,
nice.
That is eerie, actually.
I don't even know what that picture of me is from.
It's from the Wild West.
I was putting together the slides, right? And Ben sent me this, and I was like, shit, this fits weirdly well.
In the Humphrey. I think I've heard you say that before as well, Ben.
That Humphrey is the ugly, yeah.
Nice.
And on that note, I am going to bed.
Now that I'm the ugly, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, Humphrey's going to win next year with Blade Runner and Back to the Future, I should say.
Blade Runner.
Oh, I never want to fucking hear Blade Runner one more fucking time.
He's doing the
Since the
original.
lack of women involved, I might have to change up my pick list.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of picking?
I have no idea. I'm going to research it.
Though, to be fair, as Aliens come in, and Aliens, there's a good chance Sigourney will be nominated.
Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah.
And Linda Hamilton for Terminator. So we've got two good ones coming.
Yeah, there's a
Let's
lot of
not
good ones
give
in
all the picks away.
I'm sure we all knew that. I think the person that doesn't care isn't even here anyway. So
there. Yeah, exactly.
What I would like to say. Wait, Dan, what shirt are you wearing? But that's not what I was going to say. Just stating the obvious. Everyone knows. I picked the best bad film for bad movie. And it won worst movie for the whole round.
Best
So I rest my case.
best bad.
The best of times, it was the blessed of times.
The blast of times. You stupid lava girl.
Oh, good. Okay, I am going because it's
Yeah,
nearly
good
2
night,
o'clock.
Dan. This is what the longest call we've had so far, right?
Yeah.
It didn't help that it started like an hour late, I suppose.
It seems like
So tight.
Yeah, sorry about that, but it was all Humphrey's fault.
yeah, I blame Dan.
Yeah, everybody blame Dan.
I won 3 awards, Alex.
Did you win most underrated, brother? No, I don't think you did.
You didn't win it outright either.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, bitch.
maybe I should have fucking picked stupid, pricky Blade Runner.